Hey guys, this is Chloe. So in my last video, when we were talking about culture, I talked a lot about religion and what it was with my family. But now this video is about religion and the meaning of life. So I guess I'll just talk about my religion and some things that I do to stay with it and everything, as it's definitely more of a minority religion, especially here in North Carolina in Greenville. So I'm Jewish, and basically that means I have different holidays, different eating habits, different praying traditions and habits and stuff like that, and also a different look on the meaning of life. So it's said in the Kabbalah, which is like Jewish mysticism, that your heart, your soul, your neshama is a light. And what you're supposed to do is be that light unto the nations and spread all of these good, great things, doing good deeds and spreading all of this to other people and unto all the nations. And so in that meaning of life is that you're born with a mission. That's something you're supposed to complete, a certain number of mitzvot, which are like good deeds that you're supposed to complete before you die. And depending on your neshama, depending on your soul, you have that different number. So at least this is what my family follows and everything. Some people, when will reach that number of mitzvot when they're very young, and unfortunately will lose their lives being a child or a young adult. Whereas someone who's really old and lives up to 100 years, they were supposed to do all of these great things. And then once they did their last one, that was their time to leave this world and go on to the afterlife. Another thing that we also believe in is that there is a heaven, but there's different levels within heaven, and that every single soul goes through a cleansing phase before it can go up to heaven. And so there's like a long process through a mourning phase and everything like that. So that's just sort of like a small little look into that meaning of life and afterlife with religion. Let's see what else. So for me, for society and pretty much like things that I do on a daily basis as part of me being Jewish is I keep a lot of the food traditions as far as eating kosher, meaning that I don't mix meat and milk. I only eat certain kinds of animals, no shellfish. And by meat and milk, I mean like I can't eat like a cheeseburger. I don't really care to. I decided to do this when I was about 10. I just one day sort of realized like, wow, I want to be closer to my religion and how am I going to do it? I'm 10 years old, blah, blah, blah. And I decided to stop eating unkosher food at that point. So it's not hard because I've been doing it for 11 years now. But for some people, like it's just not their thing. Some other things that I do are on Shabbat or the Sabbath. We light candles to bring in the Sabbath, and it's traditionally the women do that. And that's like a mitzvah, a good deed just for women. And you do that. You say kiddush, which is a prayer over the wine or grape juice. And eat challah, which is like braided egg bread. And those are all different like mitzvot, good deeds, things that you're supposed to be doing just for that Sabbath night meal, just for Friday night. But then the Sabbath goes all Friday night and into Saturday. But yeah, I guess that's just like a little sneak peek into what Judaism is. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know.